Hello, Nella. Hello, Peak. With a blur. Sorry, it was a little late. I had we made pizzas, but they're normally used to like the 14 to 16 minute pizzas, but these ones are like, oh, 24 minutes. I'm like, God damn it. So you got a little late. Hello, Drew. Michael is finishing up eating right now, too. Spent an hour baking a pie this afternoon, only to burn myself taking it out of the oven. Well, was it worth it? Was it a good pie? What kind of pie? Was it a pizza pie? Hello. No drink?
I should go get a drink. Did you not get a drink?
I got a drink.
Oh, no, you got a drink. Yes. Is that the maple or is it the honey?
Honey. Blackberry and raspberry pie. I haven't tasted it yet. Like a blackberry and raspberry together? Or are we talking like one of each? I've never tried a blackberry and raspberry. That seems like two very different fruits. I mean, you can kind of mix just about any fruit together, but blackberry and raspberry. Well, blackberry, if I remember right, isn't blackberry kind of a more muted flavor? Well, to me, raspberry is a stronger flavor, so I could see maybe the blackberry just enhancing the raspberry a bit. I'm not an expert on fruit pies. All right, hello. Let me get the music going. There we go. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful Tuesday. I got a bunch of derpies. Michael will be back in a minute. He forgot to bring some booze, which is normally his important part, but if there's anything that's above the list on booze that he had to bring down, he brought the other one. You got booze. You got maple.
Yeah, it's the maple.
You always put like the drink right in my face, and I'm like,
you try it.
No, that's not what I was saying. You're like,
I'm saying
you always look like you're gonna punch me in the face with the glass.
I'm not punching you in the face.
You're trying to.
I want to punch you in the face.
But
it's Derpy's Space Derpies, yeah. Hello, everyone.
They want the boops. They're trying to get in there.
Give us boops. You're on the other side of that screen.
Should have actually had some of them blink. Now that I think about it.
No, it's better that they don't.
No blinking?
No blinking.
Just dead stare forward?
Yes. They should all be like, no blinking.
Oh, I should mark these.
I'm too excited to blink.
This is going to be... I still need to finish some of the map making, so I'm going to keep it red. It's kind of a sweet and tangy combination. Oh, okay. It's Magic Mike and Awesome Margot. I'll take Awesome Margot.
I do want your thoughts on that.
No, I don't like... I'm not a fan of maple like that.
You haven't had this one.
No. I'm not a big fan of... Like, even on pancakes, I almost rather would eat a pancake without anything on it compared to maple. Like, and then you're like, how about you drink it in a liquid form?
Well, you tried it at Sociables.
No, I tried the one that was mead.
Yeah.
That's not what this is. That's not mead.
No, it's the maple mead.
Yeah, and I didn't like the one at Sociables.
Yeah, I thought maybe you like mine better. Fine.
Not a big fan of maple. So this is the mead that Michael made.
Mm-hmm. I make booze now.
Yes, he's making booze. Oh yeah, we got to fix DERPY here. So we're working on the Star Wars bit. Oh, and I've been working on this. It's just taking a little while because of all the audio I have to add.
Wow, I thought you were done with that.
No, well, I have to do all the extra work. All the audio work is going to take a while. I'm trying to get all this stuff in. I still have a bunch to do. Some I can't find equivalents of what I want, so I have to record it myself. And there was, I had to fix here because you still have Pinky like popping up down here.
I kind of like it. Kind of her just like peek.
No, because if she's not supposed to be there at all.
Oh, okay.
So she's not. If you see her there, it's not really a surprise. So I need to get rid of her there, which is really impossible unless without a second render.
Can't you just make her green there and then green screen her out?
That's what I'm gonna do. Well, no, I don't have to green screen.
Oh, you just put a green block in front of her.
No, you just render it without her there.
Oh.
Why would I need a mask her out?
I'm thinking different than you.
You're going like 40 chests on this.
Yeah.
No, I just render twice. Once one with her, one without her, and then I mask along like her headline. Then you're all good. But I need to remove her there. And then I noticed this the other day of she's reading her book, and then she hears a sound and she shuts the book. Mm-hmm. And then it's open again.
No. Yeah.
So I gotta fix that.
You would have been called out so much for that.
Yeah, a little bit. What else have I done? I need to do like very special lighting on some of these. Like, I had to play with some lighting layers so that this was brighter and this was a little darker. I did some fun things with layers. So I have the normal vignette, but then I also added a layer for, I think it's this one. No, that's the color correction. Like I actually decreased the saturation and made it blurry around the edges where the vignette was. It's minor, but it helps the vignette kind of given like a older feel to it. I kind of liked it, so I'm going to keep it. I did like this with the camera shake. It turned out pretty good. Mm. I might need to poke at this a little bit more. The shot, because I think it just doesn't fit as well. I need to do some of the audio with it too. But she gets sucked in. Interesting little. Is it any good? Not that I drink booze anyway.
With the mead?
The mead. Yeah, it's good. It's we had to poke, or you did some poking afterwards to try to get it closer to what we expected. But it just tastes like sweet honey, but it's like what 9% is with that?
That is probably closer to 7 to 8. This is 9, but the ones I got brewing upstairs, they're gonna be 9. So I've learned a few things, and I'm gonna apply it to the next batch. I think each batch will keep getting better. That's my hope, anyway.
Yeah, there's the thumbnail. Oops.
But I didn't make homemade syrup, but I did take Walmart maple syrup and turn it into 9% alcohol.
Do you think that would work for a thumbnail?
It kind of gives the game away.
No, because you don't see Pinky. You don't really see anything of what's going on. It implies that it's spooky and there's something off, but I think actually doing this, but then moving her eye up.
Can you zoom it in a bit?
Oh yeah,
just so that you have her face and hoof framed.
Yeah, I'll definitely do a special render for it. And even this is at a quarter quality. If I actually put it to full, I mean, this is
I was gonna say that's pretty.
But it's also out of focus. But
you might just want to. Can you just take a picture just to use as a thumbnail? They don't like to do that.
YouTube doesn't. Think about YouTube.
I don't do YouTube.
But think about YouTube and all the thumbnails you've seen.
Yeah.
Have you seen thumbnails that are in the video?
I'm thinking they might have like one frame of the video that's that thumbnail, but most people miss it.
It actually used to be early YouTube. You could not pick your thumbnail, so you would have people that you would have to figure out where that percentage line is, where the thumbnails are, and change it for that moment. And you could sometimes get it right. But yeah, for a while there were people actually that did that. But that's like over a decade ago. That's early YouTube. Because it gives you like 3 options. Even still now gives you 3 options, but you can replace it. It's very picky though. It has to be. It's always going to be 720. If you give it bigger, it's going to just scale it down, and it has a very small file size limit. So usually 720 JPEG is the best way to do it.
Twilight's being dragged into Michael's room. Yes, it's happening. He's like, no, it's weird in here.
But yeah, without the vignette though, it looks like this. It's so much better with the vignette. And I've been poking at that. They're just so happy. And I'm also trying to play with the color correction on this and even have it like zoom in a little bit at the end. Try to figure out the best way to go about that. But yeah, it's getting there.
I like the warp in the hallway.
Oh yeah,
I like that.
Well, that makes things look spooky.
Yeah, it does.
It's just easier to see it once it's rendered. But yeah, I did like how the camera shake. You can see the camera shake going on the outside frame, and that's the original scale of the video. And I had to scale it up so that when it wiggles, it has area to wiggle, which was funny because if you look at this part, there's a camera shake going on and it's all shaking. But then as it gets closer and you get pulled in, the camera has to stop shaking because the door's there. And so I think I might have showed this at one point, but to do that, I had to, you apply the wiggle effect. So if you're on a position, let me just select this one. Let's just go to this one. You can go to position, and normally you can be like book keyframe. So you want to lock in a keyframe to say like from here, and then we're going to move here, do another keyframe, but we want to have it move like down, and then you're going to see it move down over time. That's what the number of the keyframes are for. But if I want, I can hold Alt, I believe, and click position the keyframe, and instead it opens up like a formula bar. And here it's pretty easy. I just wiggle, and then it's going to say what is the speed which is wiggling. I'm going to say 2, and then the intensity, I'm going to say 50. And then if I go and play it, you can see that it's wiggling around.
No, the horses are wiggling.
So now you can see it's wiggling, but and kind of slow. But if I like say increase this to 500, you're going to see it gets pretty far on how far it throws it. But if it's set at 50 there, I put 20 here, you're going to see it's going to be shaking much quicker. So those are the 2 numbers for it. But now I wanted to scale off. I wanted to stop wiggling at some point. The way to do that was there's a slider control. You have to add a slider control, and then under effects, it's just, hey, look, a slider. You then have to select the number you want, drag this little wiggle sign to the slider, and now it locks it there, and now you can say 500, and now it'll be that. But now I can keyframe this and say from here is there, and then from here it's 0, and then you can have it where it's do a wiggle, 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 and then it slowly reduces to 0. So I had to do that for both up here because when the door shuts, I have it also shake, but I want a more violent, quicker shake. So yeah. If you want to do camera shakes in SFM that are better than what they do in like SFM's going to do because of the motion blur they're going to get, I definitely recommend just doing this and then doing like 10, Let's just do, I think 100 might be a lot. Yeah, let's just say that they want a camera shake here, and then just find wherever the most extreme point is, and we're gonna say like right here, and you just scale it up until they're just out of frame, and then voila, you have your camera shake. It's party. It's a party. Party. It's an extreme party.
It's pretty extreme.
But yeah, it's I had to look up how to do that because that was actually pretty.
Ooh, they made a new indie game.
Anyway.
Yes.
So we need Derpy to be doing
anything.
Anything?
Absolutely anything.
Well, Derpy's the one in here.
Yeah. I'm surprised she's even firing still. Okay, so I actually thought about this. You did?
No, thought about this in the off times.
Mm-hmm. The before times. Whoa, she's a little warped in there. It was a weird angle and she was getting all distorted.
No, so I came up, I got to remember it exactly, but I came up with a solution for the tie bolts. Or the firing of them to make them actually like work easier and more and faster because we have that issue where we want them to fly forward like that.
I want them to fly backwards. She should be flying backwards and firing towards the camera.
No, we said she's gonna fly weird directions and she's gonna be like flipping around weird.
She could be,
and probably have some other ones just fly from random directions as well. Like
one spinning, one there needs to be one just flying backwards.
No, well, I would have to provide enough info for you to know which way is forward, because without seeing the actual front, it's hard to tell which is which.
The direction that's firing, it should be forward.
Yeah, but then you have to have it firing. But if it's firing backwards, then it's coming at the camera, and it'd be harder to see. This travels into the distance. But anyway, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna delete these two because I think these are the new ones.
TIE Fighter GPS.
Okay, so there we go. So I am going to... Oh, that's the base. I want to get the base ones. Okay. So the base ones... Okay, this should work. They're already locked to the root. That's great. They're not firing. Okay. I'm just going to take these at some point. These and perfect. Okay, so they do go out together. Let's just say over 3 seconds they travel some distance. Where's oh,
I do have to appreciate the efficiency of the TIE Fighter. It's a spacefaring vehicle built on the budget.
Okay. Ooh, I think that fires a bit quick.
I don't think the TIE Fighters are capable of entering a planet's atmosphere. Might be wrong about that though.
Oh, maybe these need to be bigger. That was it. Yeah. Oh, no, I think I scaled them up when they were fired. Okay. Okay, so does that work? Oh, they're fired right here, so I have to have that brought back to here.
And, there was a video game, a Star Wars video game for the N64 where you could unlock the TIE Fighter. It was pretty hard to unlock, but you could unlock it and use it in missions. And it was easily the worst ship. But I loved just taking it into every mission and trying to beat missions with it.
I like the design. I think it's a fun ship. And I love the sound, though the sound in space thing doesn't make any sense.
Like the worst ship that the rebels had was the A-Wing, but at least it was fast and had some shielding. TIE Fighter had nothing.
Okay, so it's doing its fire into the distance thing. And I want to have it fade into obscurity though. Like that. Okay, probably quicker. Okay, I'm gonna call that pretty good on the scale. You want to show your horse?
I thought there'd be leave it to a lull, but things tend to slow down later. I figure I'd bring her out then with this horse. See, you found her at the thrift store.
Yeah, I got.
You know what I found? I found this switch. I don't know how to make her to do stuff. The switch starts and she starts up, but then I don't know how to make her do anything. Oh, this is like. I'm pretty sure she's supposed to talk. I'm gonna like look here. I'm gonna spend the stream trying to figure her out.
Horse,
do my bidding.
do the thing.
Kill this man. Oh, you have to shake her violently. Too violently. Her head might fall off. Hasbro design.
Show us your secrets.
Oh, that was horrifying.
Okay. There you can have fun.
Celestia, who's best pony? He doesn't answer.
No, so it was $4 at the thrift store, and it's actually basically new condition too. So I saw it and I was like, "That's Michael's."
He bought it for me, but I'm gonna just keep it in the house, like at a random place. I have no idea. I can't fit it.
Keep it in the house. What were you?
I can't fit any more pony in my room, so I gotta put it on like pony. I don't know how you work. Some trigger words.
Does it say that?
I don't know.
Celestia? Boop. I booped it.
It booped.
I definitely like your boops.
Hold on. Keep working on your animation.
Like see, maybe if I boop it.
Wait.
You like my boop?
Well, how is that Celestia's voice?
I don't know.
It's a child singing. Did a child record like
you know
audio
what?
onto this?
I bet you that all of it is. Wait. Let's see. Hold on.
Like, is it all just the kids' noises?
Like, talk.
You got like a pre-recorded Celestia.
Come on, horse. Her mouth's at the front. She's got a mouth.
Yeah. Wait,
Yeah, you keep. I bet you that you can record it, and then we can make her say really weird things.
Okay, that would be amazing.
Yes, it would. All right. Anyways, so what I figure out solution is, so I have the root locked. I'm now the animation is now in a separate bone. But that one's locked. I don't know why that one was locked. Its horn's touching. Okay, those are definitely pre-recorded.
So you touch its horn and you blow on its face.
That sounds like what if you eat a bunch of onions? That's really weird. It would be funny. Michael, figure out where its chip is, and you need to get Alamix to record audio for it.
I could definitely reprogram this for $4. It's totally worth it. I'm gonna put so much crazy audio on this thing.
It might. I don't. It has to be. It can't be an SD card or anything. But I don't know how you hook up to it.
It's most definitely an SD card.
Really?
Oh, definitely. All the toys anymore, they all use SD cards to store the audio. Because it's cheap and they're.
Hi, my name is Molestia. Will you be my special friend?
Oh, I'm gonna tear the SD card out of this thing. We're gonna put so much weird crap on it. It's gonna be fantastic.
All right, I need to figure out somewhere along the line. Oh, I know what. Okay, so for this, I do not want these being changed in any way. That should be static. X and Y. Yeah. Because everything should be changing by just the Z. Okay. So now, if I grab, so the root is just saying go forward. I do want to check. Where is oh, I wonder if I could even do this easier though. No, it's fine. So once it's all done, I can just go here. I'm going to just do a test. Oh, wait. These are locked by the root.
No.
Hold on, something got goofed up there.
Didn't want it like screaming. I know where startling me.
I think I accidentally locked the animation for the other one, so I'm just gonna copy that one to this one. Wait, why is it going off that way? So something is different between these two. Well, thank you, Kite. I'll grab that 1 second. I want to figure out what's being goof. Because that's just going straight. That's just going straight. Why? Oh, okay. Let's try that now. It should be. These should be the same line. Yeah, now it deviates. We're going to see if this. Ah, so they're both that way. Oh, I think because I locked this weird.
I'm sorry to hear that, Nolan. She's a wizard now.
I've lost silver. I've heard a lot of there's been a lot of weirdness going on.
Negative things about that game, but I guess some people like it.
But you haven't heard it about the game. You've been hearing it about
the gameplay.
No,
what I've heard about
everything. There's a lot of controversy going on about J.K. Rowling supporting the game.
Nothing new.
Yeah, but there's been a couple bad situations of people like. There's a website you can go to that purposely shows you which streamers have streamed that game so that you can unfollow them.
It's silly.
Yeah, so you're punishing streamers for trying to enjoy something. I mean,
J.K. Rowling didn't make the game.
They're protesting by, well, yes, but it's saying she's making money off of it.
Probably.
Yes. Yeah. So there's a whole bunch of things like drama going on around it that, for better or worse, exists. It's probably for worse. It's just people wanting to protest one thing and are hurting other people that might not care about that thing, which it's not a good thing for your cause. But yeah, it's just kind of some people being butts.
No,
I'm indifferent because I just don't care.
Yeah, I haven't paid attention to stuff like that. Stuff like that tends to get blown way.
There we go.
blown to be made up to be way bigger than it actually is, which is the curse of the internet. A small group of people.
It's good to not want to
a thing look huge.
Support it never but it never helps to attack others. Yeah, if you think that somebody's in the wrong for something, great. And if you can convince that person that maybe your viewpoint it's the correct viewpoint, sure.
No, that's not going to happen.
But don't be an asshole and just say, because you do this, I am going to make your life hell. It just doesn't make much sense. I mean, if what they're doing is making people's lives hell, then I kind of get it. Well, no, but don't solve an evil by making an evil. That just doesn't make any sense. It's like the people are like, well, I don't like that guy, and he did this to me, so I'm going to do that to him. Well, no, all you're doing now is you're removing your leverage and you're putting yourself on the same playing field. If you want to, you should be in the right by that.
People don't tend to. If the actions of somebody is legitimately hurting somebody, and they need to change their actions because they're like, J.K. Rowling does have a pretty big platform which she stands on, and when she says things, it can affect the attitudes of the people who are super fans of hers. Not for the things she says, but for the things she does. So the things she says do have an effect, and people tend to not change their actions unless there's some sort of repercussion for those actions. But that may or may not apply to this situation, so I don't know.
All right, so I'm gonna unlock those. I'm gonna go to my TIE fighter. So now that I know I have to do it by body, I'm going to lock. There we go. So those should be the same. That's correct. So, because I don't want to have my base used for anything. So now I'm going to say at this point, actually at the point I already have it, I want it to shoot. So I can see that it's at this point that it goes pew pew, right? Where's my pew pew? Oh, I'm going by frame. That's why. Okay, so this frame, it goes pew pew. I'm going to unlock these two. And now the root transform, I can see it's still doing whatever. I'm now just going to say in. So now it's going to shoot. And it's going to go just straight on forward. And
well, I don't know that I'd use such harsh language, Sunset, but yeah, that kind of implies to what I was saying earlier. Is like people who have that large of a following, and the things they say do matter because there's a lot of people who will act on the things they say.
Yeah, well, a lot of
the things they're saying hurt people in a legitimate way.
And a lot of those people with the cult following, the problem is they're requesting that people do those things. Like a lot of the hate raids and stuff, it's because they're actually asking people to do that. And so, yeah, that I don't like.
Yeah. No, I don't. I am marginally aware of J.K. Rowling's, like, some of the things she said. Yeah, but I don't follow it very closely. I know she's problematic, but that said, if she has said certain
keep
things,
it to her, not others.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's part of a very huge property, which a lot of people make money off of. So it's kind of hard to just keep it to her when she's part of something much bigger than herself. She's kind of the center part of it, but she's part of it. I know the actors who played all the characters in the movies have gone out and spoken against her multiple times to distance themselves.
I forgot. Okay, so I did proof of concept, but now that I think about it, I'm actually going about this wrong.
Oh, hello, Godzilla man. Are you lurking?
Let's just make sure higher. Yes, hello, Godzilla man. Right. I forgot. Derpy's not going to be going this direction. Derpy's going to go every other direction. So, okay, so the TIE fighter is just kind of spinning right through there. That's pretty cool. But Derpy's gonna like where I gotta figure out where to cut the shot here. So she flies in.
Derpy still seems awful competent.
I'm gonna cut it like here. We're gonna have to add a little bit of animation probably to what they're doing there. Actually, I probably should do that first. So okay, I need to use the helper. I thought no, the helper's
Pick Odd Job and GoldenEye. Oof. I have not played the game in so long. You have an N64, don't you?
I'm not using that anymore.
What do you?
No, my sister has it.
Oh, she has it.
I don't have it.
Get rid of all this podcast crap. Cancel that thing so we can put in that N64, man. I want to play Mario Kart on the 64.
Don't know what the accent helper is there.
Guys, can we cancel the podcast so that we can play Mario Kart? I'm pretty sure they all think it's a good idea.
Sure.
It's official. Stream it. Stream us playing Mario Kart. That'd be kind of fun. Just do a podcast / video game stream. It can be both, where we all just play a 4-player game. I guess we kind of already do that, but
yeah, we already do that. So,
only if you stream it. You guys just want to stream stuff. Do I look like a work mule to you? This is a work mule. Look at her. She's exhausted. She has to run a kingdom before she ditches it on her, like, her best student lets her run things. I'm pretty sure the entirety of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. It's just Celestia here working to get a replacement so she can go on vacation. That's the entire premise of the show. She's just tired.
Well, originally
vacation.
Originally it was more than that, but then it kind of became that.
No, it was always that. I mean, we only found out about it later. It was the big reveal is that it was all so Celestia could go on vacation. Battling Discord, the Changelings, Trixie. It was all just one big build-up so she could go get a tan. Joke's on her, she's got fur.
Joke's on her, she's got fur.
Yeah, you can't get tan with fur.
That's just...
You get hot.
Well, you said that was a rhyme.
It's true. Do you sacrifice muffins to the demon god? Alfredo chicken. Alfredo chicken. He's no god. He's a demon. Yeah. The Church of the Derptatorship. And in that he is it's Satan. Do not trust the chicken. Chicken bad.
I feel like I unlocked that X-Wing helper at some point, and it's kind of gonna make some things a little bit more difficult.
No. I tried to make chicken not so evil looking, but now he looks more evil. Failed. Look at him. He's just like, it's like, I'm watching you. don't trust that chicken.
What are you talking about? Chicken's not evil.
Chicken pretty evil.
Chicken's just misunderstood.
I understand him better in a deep fryer.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's where chickens belong. It's their natural environment. Deep fryers. I assume that's where chickens come from.
Yes, definitely.
Mm-hmm. They just rise from the boiling oil.
Rise from the oil.
Yes. Just bubbles and churns as they burst forth into being.
Is Michael the real cult leader here? The power behind Argo Strom? Do you sacrifice Muff as the demon AI? Alfredo Chicken. Shakin. El Chicken.
No. Evil Empire. Just give him a little Darth Vader helmet. Really set the mood.
I mean, I gotta double check that this is all still fitting within this.
Thinking of a movie where a robot slowly adds like human parts onto himself, but they've done that a few times.
Yeah.
It's like, for a second there, I thought it was a new concept, but no, not really. Pretty much Data from Star Trek, and then Bicentennial Man, which if you've never seen that movie, excellent film.
Yes, Bicentennial Man was good.
It's probably my favorite Robin Williams film.
Well, I mean, Robin Williams did really well in it, but I wouldn't say that it was because of Robin Williams.
He was the main character.
No, but yeah, he did good, but I think that it wasn't because of his character that made the movie. The concept, the visuals, everything, really, the writing, that made the movie.
I think, well, like, another movie I really like with Robin Williams in it is Hook.
Yep, that one I got on DVD.
But Dustin Hoffman's performance in that is what sells it for me.
Oh, as Hook?
Yes.
Yes, 100%.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't care about Robin Williams at all in that movie.
He was fun. He was fun.
But it's
Dustin Hoffman.
Yeah, he's so good. If you haven't seen Hook, I wouldn't call it a kids movie.
No,
it's definitely a more adult Peter Pan. It is good. It is very good.
Like, you can watch it with your kids, but it's for adults. I don't know how many people here have kids, but just in case.
I'm gonna say, our audience isn't cultured.
No, they're just young and they have whole lives ahead of them yet. Don't need kids.
Don't ruin it with kids.
Don't ruin it with children. No, kids are great. They'll keep going after you're dead.
Hey, does that?
It's an all ages movie, yeah. Yeah. As a kid, I thought Rufio was kind of cool. I thought, I think back, I hated Rufio even as a kid. He was the like guy in Peter's way, and questioning him, like he's Peter Pan and you knew it, and Rufio was trying to mess it up, and would jerk. You hate it. So much waste of food. Man, they brought that food into existence by imagining it. Can you imagine the power those children have? Like, I would just be sitting at that table, like, imagine the food, and I would just be making horses come into being, and it would be amazing. Because all I have to do is imagine it, but they would all come as food. Because that's, like, the whole power that table has, apparently, and I'd be sad. Everyone would be sad. There's cooked ponies everywhere. No, I'm sad. Why'd you make me think of that, Nolan? See what you did?
Are you just laughing at yourself?
A little bit. I laughed at the sadness in my brain. The happy sadness. Takes place years after Peter. Yeah, like the whole premise is in that film is he's an adult because he fell in love with like Wendy's granddaughter or something.
And didn't he like basically completely forget it?
He did, yeah. Like there was one of the Lost Boys who stayed behind before he did, and he seemed to kind of remember things, but they just kind of blew him off as insane.
Is that the old man father guy?
Yeah, like
the one that lost his marbles.
The one who lost his marbles, yeah. Yeah, Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook was amazing. He was the best part of the film.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were just.
I can't remember the full performance, but if it's going off of like what do I remember from the movie, and that his performance is what I remember.
Just the scene where he's threatening to commit suicide.
Hold me back.
He's like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. And Smee's just watching. He's like, just shaking his head. He's all upset that he's thinking about doing. He's got the pistol to his head, and he's like, "Stop me, Smee! Stop me, Smee!" And Smee runs over and stops him. Why weren't you gonna stop me? Just love it so much. He's angry at him for not stopping him from committing suicide. The movie's great. He's all depressed because he doesn't have any real rivals. I think I had that on VHS, the Swiss Family Robinsons. You had a family, the Swiss Family Robinson. I think I remember that film. Was that where they were all like deserted on an island? It was fun. I'm gonna get more booze.
We're out of mead.
There's a couple of if you want it, I can grab it.
If you want, but if you can grab it.
I'll grab it for you.
Thank you. No, actually for yeah, no, I'm not talking to you. Okay. I ended up with looking for movies for Plex. I found Hook on DVD, so I have a copy of it now too. So I think that was one of the first movies I found too, and I got super excited. There's a couple movies that like The Mummy and Fast and the Furious movies and stuff. Like everywhere I go, I'll see a copy of those kind of floating around. Hook is, I think, out of probably close to like 50 times I've walked into a thrift store in the last like month, I've only seen Hook twice, and one of them I bought. A couple other ones, like I found Short Circuit 1 and 2. I don't know if anybody remembers those movies. Those were great, and I've only seen Short Circuit 1 twice and Short Circuit 2 once, and that was when I picked it up. I found Last Starfighter, Dark Crystal, Labyrinth. I mean, these are some like the classic old movies. I'm trying to think of some of those like ones, the ones that like I grabbed it and immediately like was like, yes, I need this. What was one of the other ones I grabbed recently? Oh, I did find Army of Darkness too. I was really excited about that. I keep like making changes, but then I keep feeling like it's still slow moving. But these dots show pacing. It's like per frame where it's going to be, and it doesn't even look like he's slowing down. Like they're all evenly distanced. The only thing I can think of is that it's further from the camera, but that's fine. Okay. That was fine. Still smells like mead. 75 is alive. Yeah, I said it's on my phone. Short Circuit movies.
Oh yeah,
Johnny 5 was great.
Johnny 5 is alive.
Well, there was it's a hard corner there. I think when
you were talking about The Last Starfighter.
Yeah, I was talking about movies that I found.
I feel like I need to watch that just so that I can fully remember it. I remember my dad also loved The Last Starfighter.
I don't remember loving it, but I remember it being like just one of those movies that was just like of its time and great.
I don't think anybody our age loved it. It was like our fathers who loved it. At least my dad and a lot of like relatives around his age liked that movie. It's so cheesy. It's like trying to be Star Wars at the height of Star Wars, but lower budget.
Some of the visuals definitely look aged from what I can tell.
I just remember a scene where the super mega weapon that was the big kill on his starfighter ship was just a button that made the ship spin around really fast and shoot lasers in every direction all willy-nilly. And that was like the big like super
What's wrong with that?
No, it was cool. It was dumb. It was cool. And over here is the kill everything button.
Right here. So it suddenly starts taking a different, sharper corner. I want to cut that off. Maybe not that much.
There's a few movies that I consider.
Oh yeah, I got a stupid face. Sorry, I'm just really distracted on trying to get this right. You just said kite and reminded me.
Yeah. There's a few movies, Kite, that I feel were visually impressive when they got released, but overall weren't great movies. And Tron, the first one, kind of fits that category for me. But they did a bunch of really cool special effects for their time. But I don't know that it really holds up. 2001 is a space.
I haven't seen that one yet. I'm actually surprising.
2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yeah,
I sat through it once, and I never want to sit through it again.
yeah, but if I finally get on DVD, I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one I don't think I've seen.
The director's cut of Blade Runner. I watched that.
I have found Blade Runner. They did a remake of that one. No, that was Total Recall.
No, they did a remake.
No, okay, Blade Runner. I think they did
a sequel of Blade Runner.
I
They did
think
a remake of Total Recall.
Yeah, I got Total Recall original and the remake, and I think I had Blade Runner, but I didn't get the sequel. I just have the original Blade Runner.
Yeah, in both cases, the original is the only one worth watching, anyways.
Okay, let's. This map is interesting with all lights on.
Blossom.
All right, let's do stupid face. What's a horse that we're gonna pull it here? We have a big Death Star, not Death Star, whatever this thing is.
Star Destroyer.
So if it's a Death Star and then a Star Destroyer, then can it destroy? If the Death Star
destroys planets,
it destroys planets, and this is a Star Destroyer, wouldn't that make this one the more powerful?
Yeah, and it oversells itself in its name a little bit.
Also, I don't get why everybody that runs the ship is here.
Yeah, and those two balls on top, those are the shield generators.
I can understand if you're trying to like distribute heat or something, but
you gotta look out the window. How are you gonna see forward if you can't see out the window?
Windows are a stupid thing to have on a spaceship. Like, there is no reason to have windows because they are structurally an issue. They are weaker than any other thing, and you just use screens.
Out into space.
That's what you can have a TV.
They put windows on the space station.
Yeah, because
it's nice to look out into space. It's pretty.
They use it, I think, more for advertising than anything. Like, look at space, it's cool.
Yeah.
And that window's got to probably be so much of an ass of everything. It's a bubble. They can't put a flat window. It's a big bubble for a reason. Mm-hmm. It's just a structural strong thing. That's why I like
sanity. If you had even in space, you need windows, because if you're just in a box with no windows, you're gonna go nuts.
Michael,
what?
Explain your room.
I can leave. They can't leave the space station, not without a lot of like
If the space station had access to like TV, like Netflix, horses, and gaming, would you ever need to leave?
Does it have microwavable cheeseburgers?
They're probably expensive. Probably like French. You don't eat microwavable cheeseburgers now.
I got microwavable cheeseburgers upstairs. You don't know me.
Yes, I do. We're gonna grab. That is revamped.
Space needs microwavable cheeseburgers. That's how we'll know we've truly made it. And somebody's munching down like a bacon cheeseburger in space.
Okay, so she needs a cheeseburger.
I was gonna. Do you have a model of Goofy?
No, I could get one, but
I want the it's Goofy time, but with a pony going. No, no Goofy, no.
I just gotta get a burger.
That other burger looked better.
I like this, like in space.
Space burger.
Oh, this burger is nice and clean. It matches the style of the ponies.
That's not a space burger though.
How's that a space burger?
It doesn't have like rings around it.
Because it has like a gravitational pull?
Yeah, things in space have rings.
Does Earth have a ring?
Have you never seen the Jetsons? I mean, they're not in space.
They're not in space.
They that's how the future works. And space things. They got rings. Everyone knows this. Flying a space burger.
Space burger.
Does it talk?
I can't lift the bun.
Can you give it googly eyes?
I could.
Give it googly eyes. Do you have a model of Mayor McCheese?
Burger. I know what you're talking about, but no.
I'd hope so. He's one of the most iconic characters in all of history. His head is dead cow.
Like Mr. Delicious?
Mr. He's probably somewhere in space. He's like a spaceman. They need to bring him back. Like somebody needs to co-op Mr. Delicious. What restaurant do you think could do Mr. Delicious successfully? Just some middle-aged man talking about like his
Jack in the Box.
Yes, maybe. I feel like it's some restaurant.
Golden Corral.
Yes. Mr. Delicious. Mr. Delicious just had his third bypass this week. Things are getting rough for Mr. Delicious.
Oops.
Anybody who doesn't know who Mr. Delicious is, just leave this stream and...
No, no, you can watch it later.
No. Gotta go do it now. He's on his space burger. It's big. Tiny burger. I'd rather think through space. It needs to have sparkles coming out the back of it. It needs to be like her space friend. I'm imagining a new series where it's just the horse and the talking space burger. I'd watch that. Tron Chew sucks in my opinion. I hate it. Yeah, I don't think anybody's really clamoring to see Tron 2.
Here comes.
Yeah. You're gonna catch that horse. You got a space burger.
He's definitely got a space burger. And she's like, space burgers.
Space. Someone's space burger twice.
And then she's like, no, I'm the attacker. Fuck you. What we need is a Twiggle model.
There probably is one.
No. Somebody posted a picture recently of they had a plush Twiggle.
Yeah.
And that's pretty awesome.
Maybe the next convention we go to will have Twiggle plushies. And they'll sell out immediately. It's like all the little Pips always do. Little Pip sells out quick because there's only ever like 2 of them. At most.
Okay, there we go.
Eat beef,
the burgers. Burgers.
Yes.
You can make an AMV with something like this.
Can Derpy not be flying TIE Fighter and just be flying around on giant space muffins? It's like, can you throw away all the work you did? The Derpy and giant space muffins? This is what the internet needs. Is that all you do? What's your name?
The music it plays is pretty minimal.
Tell me your secrets.
I don't know what language that was. I think she was summoning something.
Fart loudly. No, I know she has a fart. Where's that fart? There it is. Passing gas, Celestia. All them bananas. Ooh. The one thing she can do is fart. That's it. That's what she does.
That's all she's known for.
It's true. It was Big Fart. It's her role in the show. The old fart. Trying to summon Daybreaker into your house. He'd be happy about that. He likes Daybreaker.
Daybreaker is pretty cool. Okay.
I have a sad story regarding Daybreaker. Regrets.
Okay.
Tried to buy a statue that I didn't get. Sad. That's the story.
Okay, Michael, there you go. She's like,
No. Yes. Why is this not what happens in space?
Flying over.
She could just be flying around on a giant muffin. She doesn't need that TIE fighter. Muffin fire.
Attack on the muffin.
Mm-hmm. Daybreaker is pretty cool.
Okay.
Can the backside of the TIE fighter just be a muffin? I think that's a good idea.
No.
But it's a good idea.
No.
Okay, I see how it is.
No.
See how it is. Won't throw away good ideas.
Yep.
The whole like center ball would just be a muffin.
Oh, where's that other destroyer? We're gonna take this and because it's kind of like out there, we're gonna put it back here. Make it look like there's like a big war going on or something. Oh, actually, this is at the edge of space. If I grab everything, Set black space.
Leave space alone. One of those Star Destroyers is significantly smaller than the other.
It is, but usually when you're in space, you're not going to have like distance blur because I don't want to have the stars in the distance like out of focus. It doesn't really look spacey, but I need distance to move this further back. So at least perspective wise, it makes sense. The difficulty is with how things are moving.
Maybe if you flipped it around, it wouldn't seem so. Like I'm just it immediately just feels like a smaller version.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on that. There is counter motion you can do to try to make it feel like it's a further thing, but the furthest I can actually put it is like right here. Let's see, out of the way. Okay, apparently doesn't like being. Oh, I think I'm at the bottom of the map too. Because what you can do is when it's coming down, if they're for farther away. Oh.
Silver, you're free. Have you broken free of the video game? I heard you were trapped.
Hello, Silver. I'm not free. I'm just stopping by.
Oh no, I'm gonna get sucked back in.
Bye, Silver.
Nah, it was nice knowing you. Like you're having fun.
I'm having fun.
Oh no, the fun. We're gonna go and have some fun and be British. You can't let me having British fun. Anytime I try out a British accent with my friend, he gives me crap, and then I just tell him, well, there's like 100 different British accents, and he's like, you're right. Go one town over and the accent changes. What's amazing about Britain?
How far can I move things? So we're gonna move, but I don't want to move black space, and I don't want to move. Oh, I actually don't need this. Before things disappear.
Like, I think one of the problems I'm having, yeah, you need to get it at least not right over top the other ship.
I can't go too much further than, I think where I am. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be kind of stuck.
I would just have the one ship in this shot then.
Yeah, because you can play with perspective and stuff, but being that the camera's shifting and moving weirdly, it would be really difficult to try to get perspective to work out.
Yeah, you could put a rebel ship in, maybe, because those are smaller.
Well, I do want to have like other fights going on in the background. So I want to have other TIE fighters coming in and kind of share. I want to make it look like a full-scale battle, but I want to have all the TIE fighters. I want to make it like bullets flying, but after this TIE fighter comes in is when I want to have all the other TIE fighters come flying in.
Yeah.
I think I'm just about good with that though. So let's yeah, see, I've even moved this one now where these are out of area.
Oh, Silver got the stupid face.
Did I move? Yeah, I might.
Ships have googly eyes. She just wants googly eyes on the ships.
Don't know what that's moving. Is it? Hold on. I just want to make sure. Is this popping matter?
I want big old googly eyes on the shield.
No.
Balls on the Star Destroyer.
Okay, let's get rid of this one. The what on the Star Destroyer?
Like on the Star Destroyer, you see the shield generators. Put big old googly eyes on them. Have them facing the camera.
You know, I don't know if I have googly eyes.
We just need big old eyeballs.
I have eyeballs. They ain't googly.
They've been eyes.
Nah. See, this is like an eye.
No, it's a creepy eye.
That's the creepy. I don't remember where that's from.
A dude's eye.
No, that's like from something. I don't know if it's from there.
No, it's from Five Nights. It's a Five Nights.
I swear I've seen something like that before. Okay, that's eye poking out. I have this model, or essentially that model, just a different version. Why do we not have googly eyes? We have wiggle or jiggles. I would think that somebody would make jiggly eyes.
There's 80 pages with things that say eyes.
Well, it's eye textures and everything come with it. So if somebody listed off everything.
Oh, there you go.
This?
Yeah, that one.
This is built into this. It's a skin. It adds eye to the circles. Like that. Which is really creepy too, but also fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Going to the house test I took you to go. You're a Gryffindor. Oh. Nifty. I have no idea what that means.
I put the sorting hat on my head, and this hat simply said I belong to the House of Degenerate. They didn't know where to place me for sure. They couldn't find that house, but the hat kept just saying it over and over and over again. It was incredible. It really wanted me in that house. Screaming, degenerate, degenerate, get me off his head, degenerate. Oh, what a fun day. A fun day at what a fun day at Hogwarts. This stuff tastes of banana and chocolate. It's called monkey bars. Monkey bar. Silver. Silver, look at this thing. Look at this thing you found at a thrift store. It farts. It's hard to get it to fart though. It's not a fart. What? No, fart for me. Fart on command, you horse. See, it's not farting. He's trying to kiss me. It's a degenerate.
I feel like I'm surprised you're not like
I wanted to fart. Fart. Now see, he's singing.
oh on.
Fart.
Oh, there we go.
Doesn't want to fart. Stop kissing. Horse is always kissing. That's copyrighted. Horse, you're gonna get us in trouble. See, just make it out. Make. Here. Oh, hold on. See, it kissed me. I'm loved. There it goes. See, that's all I wanted. I think it blew its fart at me. So dumb.
Okay, again, dreams come true.
Yes. Doesn't look like Celestia. It is Pony Life Celestia. So if you didn't watch Pony Life, this main style might throw you off a little bit. They were far more, they were chibi. But at least, like, looking back at Pony Life, it was clear they cared, which was nice. They did, the people who worked on that show did care. Oh, it's Dexter. Hi, Dexter.
I'm just looking to see if there's like a externalized mouth. There's Shake.
Oh, wow.
I thought that was Chase.
No. Sure, he's on here. You don't need to find him. No, I said you don't need to find him.
Oh, yeah, it is, because we found Chase before, remember?
Oh, wow. It's disturbing.
We have this one. This one actually looks like...
Yeah, that's the better one.
Yeah, that looks better. Oh, there's a better one.
I'm just saying, visually, that's the better of the two. They're both awful.
I don't think it's just a mouth model. So, anyways, we got the googly eyes.
Yes. That's good.
And the destroyer.
Like something like I ball rebels. Oh, it's nice, but one way. She wants you to put him on TIE Fighter.
Oh, you want eyes on the TIE Fighter? But put eyes on the ship.
I wanted them on that ship. You did what I wanted. She wants them on the TIE Fighter. One eye on the TIE Fighter, but she got the spring eyes.
So you can't be adding clarifications after the fact. The idea is got to put two of them and they just travel together so they get 3D vision. Maybe that's why TIE Fighters were so bad. They just didn't have depth perception.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. Probably accurate.
No.
Big.
Where'd they go?
They're there. You made them smaller.
No.
Oh, what's that? What? Oh, that's all that's left.
Oh, I know.
You do, because I'm lost.
Thought so. So the eyes are actually made to wibble wobble.
Mm-hmm.
And so they had jiggle bones. And when I scaled it, especially to that amount, they completely collapsed.
They exploded.
As soon as I went to move something. Okay, so this should tell me. Okay, that one I'm less worried about for rotation. Oh. Actually, maybe I'll just guess it because I don't think I'm going to get it right otherwise. Oh, no, Derpy, come back. Derpy.
You all derpy. It's not nice.
Well, then she needs to do her job and stay still.
How dare you?
So I can put eyes on her ship.
I think this part's glued on. Maybe not.
What part?
The like little collar around her neck, which might cause a problem for getting her open. I'm gonna rip this thing apart. I want to rebuild her into something better.
You have the technology.
Yeah. An SD card reader is probably all the technology you need.
There we go. Looks like a frick. Oh, Looks like a Pokemon.
That's how they make Pokemon. They just put like take an inanimate object, merge it with some sad creature, and name it like Horsemon Boot. Horse Boot. Horse Boot. It's just a boot and a horse. It's a horse and a boot.
Well, here comes Coca-Cola Mon.
So no.
Or no, from Japan it'd probably be Cup Noodle.
No, they do buy advertisements everywhere. Still the Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah, that was a funny mission, but yeah, a little bit much. And it's happened in others, like Dragon Ball.
Yeah. Dragon Ball, they did Cup Noodle.
Yeah, didn't Dragon Ball Super have Vegeta?
Oh, they were really excited. They brought cup thing of like ramen, instant ramen. Yeah,
Yeah, but I swear it was Cup Noodle.
might have been Cup Noodle on the thing. Yeah,
Because him being like so into that did not feel in character. It felt like a product push.
well, I think it was like his guilty pleasure was eating like instant ramen or something.
Did one of the house tests? Okay, all right. Somebody give me a link. We're gonna figure out what house I'm in.
You're in this one. We're sitting in it.
Yeah, I need what's the builder? We're gonna figure out what Huffle Griffle house I'm in,
Huffle Griffle.
and then we can have Michael do his.
I already told you what house I'm in.
Wizarding World, really?
There it is.
Quizzes and puzzles. Is it quizzes? Okay, there we go. Quizzes put your wizard test to the level. Oh, yeah, sweet.
Man, there's so much crap. I like that.
Oh my god, there's so many things. Which one do you pick? You have to create an account. I'm not gonna create an account.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a big ask. There you go. The BuzzFeed quiz. There you go. BuzzFeed has.
Yeah, right here. BuzzFeed's got one.
Gonna do BuzzFeed.
Yeah, here we go. I can just BuzzFeed knows that too, right?
Make an account.
No, we can, okay. Here we got. So it's got to be good. But it's not the official one. It's close. You know, as long as
You won't know for certain.
Yeah.
Which house you're in if you don't do the official one.
Well, I didn't go to HarryPotter.com. You sent me to WizardingWorld.com. That doesn't sound official either. So we're gonna take the BuzzFeed one. You made it to Hogwarts, which means you've already bought a wand from Ollivander's. What material is its core?
I don't know what that means, Silver. I'm old. OML. I have no idea.
I thought it was OMLL, on my last leg, because like that's what you're gonna be like.
Oh my lord, she's pissed at you right now.
Oh my.
She's saying, make yourself a Harry Potter account.
I'm not gonna make myself a freaking Harry Potter account. Is there a way to do it without logging in?
Probably not.
Because if there's not, I'm not making it. I don't want to give them my account.
Look at that horse. That's a centaur. It's not the same.
Christmas presents. I'm not. Harry Potter for Beginners quiz. Why would I want to take a quiz? That's a direct link. We'll see if that works.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where's the thing that lets you take the quiz? Oh no.
Yep, I gotta make an account. Well, going back to BuzzFeed. All right. So if I had one, what would the materials core be? I like dragons. Winter dragon.
He does like dragons.
During the end of your exams, you noticed
so
that
pissed at you.
one of your classmates was using an enchanted quill.
We're gonna figure out the discount house we get into.
You got in to Graffin window.
Yes.
So one of your classmates using an enchanted quill. You come to, top of the class anyway, and they are second. What do you do? Tell your person me cheating is wrong no matter what. Nothing. But if I hadn't become top of the class, I definitely tell the professor. Encourage your student to admit what they've done to the professor. Give them a high fan. No, I'll do nothing.
Bullshit.
I do nothing because I got top of the class. Screw them.
That's not
it shows them even with them cheating, I'm still better.
You are arrogant. Is what
You would be most hurt if a person called you weak, ignorant, unkind, or boring. Ignorant.
You're ignorant.
You're locked in a duel with a skilled opponent. They fire an unknown spell at you, and you shout. None of those.
I shout, holy shit! What's that spell do?
Protego sounds like you get to make dinner.
Oh yeah.
I like stupefy.
Stupefy. What was that song? Get stupefied.
It's your 5th year of Hogwarts, and you received a howler from your parents. That seems like that shouldn't be in this quiz. That seems personal.
That seems real personal. I think.
What for? I know nothing about Harry Potter. Seeking in the Forbidden Forest at night on a dare. Wow. Wait.
Oh, they're yelling at you. It's a letter. You received a letter from your parents.
Okay. But wait.
They're yelling at you.
Oh, okay. They're yelling at me. Okay. Getting caught cheating in my divination owl. It's I thought that was Oh My Lord. Or Oh Wizardly Lord. Being put in detention after I was caught in the library. Nothing. I've never done anything to warn a howler. Yeah, I've done nothing.
Well, see, aren't you just a saint?
Yeah, I don't go. I don't cheat. I don't go to detention, and I'm not going to sneak out. I'm too busy playing video games. Which of these Dumbledore quotations speaks to you? That's weird. Pity the living, and above all, those who live without love. Words are, in my not so humble opinion, but our most inexhaustible source of magic. It matters not what someone is born, but what they grow to be. It is not to be to dwell. Oh my god, these words are so hard. Why does he have to be so old? I like that one, the matters one. Which of these most accurately describes your relationship with your closest friend? I love surrounding myself with people. The more friends I have, the better. I have a very few close friends and I trust with my life. I tend to be wary around new people, so don't make friends often. I find myself becoming friends with people who can help me succeed.
Where's the option that says I bite?
I'm gonna go that way.
No.
Which of your skills are you most proud of? My ability to absorb new information, to make new friends, to get what I want, to keep secrets.
What if you're bad at all those things?
I'm pretty good. Yeah. I love it. Yeah, it doesn't actually say, like, I'm incompetent.
Yeah.
Where's that option?
Because I'm incompetent.
I'm just, what do they call it? Like a muggle? Is that what the name is?
They're muggles.
Yeah. The first Quidditch match of the season is approaching, and you can't wait to get involved. And no, that sounds like work. What role are you playing? I'll be in the crowd making it. Yeah, there we go. Beater does sound like fun, though.
I bet it does.
No, I'm going to be in the crowd. Yeah, screw that. That's work. You're allowed a pet at Hogwarts: an owl, a cat, or a toad. Which do you bring? I keep you trusted to look after a pet.
Yeah.
I would actually say an owl, because actually pet owl sounds pretty badass.
No, there's poop everywhere.
Everything poops.
Yes. Make it stop.
That's what cork.
Just stick a cork up the owl's butt.
It's Saturday, you finish your homework, and you have some free time. You decide to spend some time away from your common room. Where do you want to go? I'm not going to... No, I'm. This is my quiz. You take your own quiz. So you finish your homework and you have some free time. You decide to spend some time away from your camera. What do you want to do? Go to the Forbidden Forest, the library, the kitchens, or the Room of Requirement. What the hell is the Room of Requirement?
I have no idea, but it sounds hard.
It sounds like you're required to be there. That sounds like that. Also sounds like work.
If they require me to work, I will go home. Working after hours off. I read at a certain time.
You just did the quiz in the Wizarding World, yeah, because you made an account. I'm not making an account. I'm gonna take a shot. I'm gonna give my info. And
this
turns into a room of what you need most at the moment. Well, then, isn't that the best room? Well, why would everybody not go there? Because it's like, if I wanted food, I can go to the kitchens or the Room of Requirement and get better food or something. I'm going there. That sounds good. What would you see in the mirror of whatever that word is? Myself surrounded by riches, surrounded by loved ones and family, knowledge above all, experiencing a marvelous adventure. I have no idea what this means, but what sounds fun to me is I want to go on a marvelous adventure. Which of these magical events would you most like to experience? I don't. What?
No, I
experience. You know what? A bunch of people shooting crap at each other. That sounds like fun. You're having trouble mastering a new spell, and you're decided to ask for help. Who do you go to? The professor, my house ghost, my smartest friend, the library. I'll figure it out myself. I'm gonna figure it out myself. I don't need no help. Choose a Deathly Hollow. I think I've only seen the first 2 movies, and that was like when they came out. So, you know, I want to be invisible.
yes.
Well, yeah, because that's like, this sounds like something Michael would want because it's old. And
Wow.
which path do you intend to follow after leaving Hogwarts? Join the ministry? I want to make a difference in the world. I think I'd travel for a while before committing to a career. I'd settle down and start a family as soon as possible. I can work hard in order to achieve as much success as possible. I'll travel the
I'm
world.
gonna lay down and take a nap.
Yeah, these are definitely not realistic answers. I'm a millennial.
Oh, you got a preference? It seems like cheap.
And finally, we know that the Sorting Hat takes into account your preferences. So which Hogwarts house do you feel you identify with most closely? I have no idea what any of these are. But Ravenclaw sounds cool. I'm gonna do that one. I am basically everything.
No, you're going into Gryffindor.
I guess I'm mostly Gryffindor. Barely. I'm Ravenclaw by 31%. I'm not a Hufflepuff. And as far as I can tell, Hufflepuff sounds stupid.
I mean, wow.
Wow. I gave you. Hey.
See that?
Yeah, I think this is.
You're Gryffindor.
My birthday lands between like 2, whatever you call it, astrology things.
Days.
So it's like in there. It's like nobody's 100% something. I'm a flip of the coin, essentially.
I want to take this quiz. I want to find out that I'm a shit storm.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Just like Hermione, you ought to be placed in Gryffindor, but the Sorting Hat seriously considering you in Ravenclaw. You are a natural-born leader, often taking control of the reins from others whose recklessness or dedication to facts and knowledge clouds their judgment. Yeah, screw your facts. Oh, I follow the
True.
I go to Gryffindor, the house of Fox News. You are intelligent, but acknowledge that there are more important things in life, and therefore aim to use your intelligence and determination instead of smart to fight for what you believe to be right. Your slight compatibility with Slytherin House suggests a determination to succeed, though not in the expense of traits from your more dominant house. From your more dominant houses. Yeah, but screw you, Hufflepuff. Get the hell out of here. Isn't that what Harry was?
No, they were all Gryffindor.
Were they all? Who's Hufflepuff?
Like, I think Ron. No,
because you said everybody.
What's his name? Well, there was that one character who technically actually took up the sword at the end.
Okay, Michael, we need you to answer these now.
I can't remember his name.
All right, Michael, what do you want in your wand?
I'm gonna go. No, I'm gonna sit down in the chair.
No. Okay, you can do you got the mouse.
I can't. Fine. Look what you did. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
What do you want in your wand?
Definitely unicorn.
Okay.
You know, get that unicorn in there.
During the end of exams, the guy was cheating. What do you do?
Oh, I give him a high five, man. Like,
no, this is got to be your real answers.
no, I cheated in college. I'm admitting shit. Anyway, it's yours now. They ain't gonna get me.
Yeah.
You would most. I'm losing my damn mind. You would most hurt if people called you weak, ignorant, unkind. I'm like, I don't want to be good. Like, what did I do? I mean, probably something.
Okay. What did you do? I don't know.
The problem, no. Yeah, you're locked in a duel with an opponent. I'm gonna go. I'm cool. Like the food one. Like that's
Protego?
Like, Protego. That's like pasta. I'm hungry.
I'm gonna go get a beer quick while you're doing this.
It's your 5th year at Hogwarts. I think I got held back. And just received like another lasted 5 years. What for? I got caught cheating. Gonna catch me. Sneaking in the Forbidden Forest on a dare. I totally would sneak in the Forbidden Forest on a dare. Like we're gonna go camping and burn and soak some logs and diesel and go start a fire. Which of these Dumbledore questions speak to you? Pity the living above all. Those who like, I pity the living, but those without love, not so much. Words are, in my humble opinion, blah blah blah. It matters not when somebody's born. Yes, it does. It does not dwell under. Like, I pity the living. Those without love, whatever. Which of these is most likely describes your relationship with your closest friend? He looked at me like it's you. No.
No, I was just trying to make sure you're moving all over.
I love surrounded by myself with people. No. I have a few close friends that I would trust in my life. Maybe. I tend to be wary around new people. I find myself becoming friends with people who can help me succeed. I definitely didn't do that. So there you go. That one. Which of these skills are you most proud of? The ability to absorb information. My brain is like a
yeah. Your brain absorbs like a rock.
Yeah, phony information, random nonsense. The ability to make new friends. My ability to get what I want. Hell no. My ability to keep secrets. I mean, I just gave up the ghost on the one.
You just lied about it.
I did. Well, I don't know. I'm not good at any of these things. The ineptitude isn't one of the answers. And I don't get
It's like, I'm totally gonna keep it secrets, especially that one about my mom where she went and did.
No, I know what. I have lots of secrets.
Okay.
My first women's match this season. Seeker, I want to be destroyed. I mean, who doesn't like beaten?
Is that you would actually be that character in an actual Quidditch match?
Did I just get to like walk around and like whack people?
I don't know.
I think you just get to walk around and like to hit people with a stick. That sounds like fun.
Not pet.
What pet? Nothing. I don't want shit that poops.
I'm so kidding. They'll be so mad.
Okay. Sorry, cats poop. They're gonna leave like a big pile of shit in the box. I don't want shit in the box, Soul Kitty. It's Saturday night and you ain't got nobody. You finished your homework and you just got paid. You have some free time. You decide to spend some time in the common room. What do? Forbidden Forest. Get a snack. Go in the kitchen. Get me some pig leg or something. You see blah blah blah. You see in the mirror. Oh, that's the mirror like that. Oh, that's right. It's the mirror you see what you want most.
Yeah, they said desire.
I found myself surrounded by riches. I found my family. I found my knowledge of all. Marvelous adventure. That sounds exhausting. Just give me some cash. Which of these magical experiences would you like? See, I kind of agree with you on this one. I'd do like the Triwizard Tournament, but that's only because kids like die.
Yeah, that sounds cool to me.
Like holy shit, that kid just died. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. You're having some trouble mastering a new spell. You decided to ask for help. Who do you go to? I'm gonna go to the library too, because all these involve talking to somebody.
Yeah, I could do it myself.
It's not even about doing it myself. It's not being like, I want to figure it out so that all these people don't think I'm an idiot. Like, my friend, you're an idiot. The ghost, you're an idiot. The professor, what are you coming to me for, kid?
The librarian, you're an idiot.
Yeah, they're just gonna judge me. Choose Deathly Hollows. I don't know, Resurrection Stone, so I can live forever. Because screw y'all. Which paths do you intend to follow after leaving Hogwarts? Who says I'm graduating? Continue hard work. Give as much success as possible. No. Settle down. No. Travel. Shit, maybe, but that involves money. Join the ministry. Make a difference in the world. I do hate myself. So yes.
Okay.
Which one do you want to be in? Like, put me in Hufflepuff.
You got Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
You're pretty even for all of them, though. Like,
not Ravenclaw. Screw Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw's pretty cool.
No, I'm Hufflepuff.
Call him for a Hufflepuff. He's actually pretty high in Slytherin, though.
What? Let's see what you're saying.
Sunset said they got 29, 27, 25, and 19. So they basically just do whatever. So people often consider the two to be polar opposites, but you are a rarity, a true Hufflepuff with some undeniable Slytherin traits. You strive for success, but would never sacrifice fairness in order to achieve it, which is why you truly belong to Hufflepuff House. Like all Hufflepuffs, you are incredibly hardworking, but you are also fiercely ambitious, meaning that you are successful in every task you set your mind to. You dislike compatibility with the Gryffindor House, hence an underlying desire for adventure that may manifest itself in a love of travel and trying new things.
I do like trying new things.
I like how they're like, you shouldn't exist.
You're a freak of nature.
I love how basically the houses of Harry Potter apparently just your astrology symbol.
Yeah, more or less. And that's my mouse. I can make derpies.
Well, there we go. So I'm a Gryffindor, which I'm okay with. The Ravenclaw is a cool name, but I like Griffins too. And
gross. They're not ponies.
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. Well, there you go. You got our thing, or whatever thing. You know what house we're Derpy Puff.
Derpy Puff, yes.
Derpy or the Huffle Derp.
Good derps.
Okay,
good
maybe,
Huffles.
let's see if I can make some progress in this. Okay. Okay, so the ship goes like this, and then she goes shooting. The camera slows down. It does come to a stop. So we're going to not do that. We're gonna see if we can keep it going a little bit forward.
Hufflepuff also sounds like a pony name, so I'm cool with that.
Okay, it's kind of right at the end there. It really kind of.
I'm a badger.
There we go.
Honey badger. Take no shit from nobody. What? You're not even close to being a Hufflepuff. Silver, we can't hang out. I'm sorry.
37% Ravenclaw, 27% Gryffindor. Oh, so actually me and you were pretty close. We were just swapped in the last bit.
A Hufflepuff can't be hanging out with a Ravenclaw. People talk, Silver.
Actually, I don't remember my percentages, but yeah, we were actually pretty damn close overall. Okay, so I'm gonna call.
Oh, it's okay, Silver. I won't tell anybody if we hang out.
Michael doesn't want to be my friend anymore.
It's not my fault.
He's definitely implied that.
The hat decides, Silver. Or the BuzzFeed quiz.
The BuzzFeed quiz decides. I'm gonna. Do I want to pull that ship in? So if this is what it's gonna look like, does it?
Derpy.
I probably should. Should I pull that ship in further, like to be more in the shot? Like that.
Sage. Look, Silver, I'm a badger and you're a bird. Just we can't be badgers and birds. I'm pretty sure like one of them eats the other one. I'm not sure which is which. But it's not good. They don't hang out. You know? Oh, that's cool. That works. Neither eats the other. I mean, it depends how hungry the bird is. And I can't I get that. To see a bird unhinge its jaw to swallow a badger. You seen that? I haven't, but I don't want to. They have a symbiotic. Wait, is the bird a parasite to the badger? Does it just like latch on and feed on its blood? Like, it's a parasitic relationship. No, wait, never mind. Because I'm thinking like symbiotic, like the bird turns to goo and like fuses to the badger, and the badger becomes like the like a demon badger, like Spider-Man. Badgers eat birds. Oh no, so I would eat you.
I like how Solkity says we mistreated cats. It's like when you go to somebody and you're like, "Can I get your opinion on this?" And you're like, "Yes, here's my opinion." Well, you're wrong. Well, didn't you ask for my opinion? Yep, and it's wrong. Yes. But that opinions can't be wrong.
Opinions can be wrong if they're like there's a fact to counter it.
What your favorite pet is, you can't just say cat and all the others are wrong.
Well,
cat is the right answer. Only cat.
Like if I was to say the best pet anyone could ever have is a pineapple. So like that's definitely wrong.
I don't have the picture down here, but I found this one and I picked it up at a thrift store. It's hard to show, but it's from or it's on a fabric background, but it's a little kitty who's got a little net, and there's a cuckoo clock, and he's getting ready to go and catch that bird. And it's a pretty big picture.
Got a cat picture.
It's probably like arm length.
He's desperate to try to show people from outside of our group that he's normal. So he's buying like.
No, I like that picture. It's got really bright colors. It's got a lot of reds that I like.
You said when you got that picture, like, so we can get something in here that's not pony.
Yeah, because I don't want to have all pony and all dragon
like
stuff. I want something
like
something
normal.
else. It's not about being normal. It's about something else other than two things.
There's an old lady somewhere who's going to love that picture. That is for sure.
Well, the next time your mother visits, she'll just absolutely
she'll
love it.
She'll comment on it, I'm sure. She'll be like, "Oh, I like that one."
All right.
Like all the rest, she'll be like, "Gross."
Derpy needs to do her crazy fly.
So far as all I've seen you do is like move that ship around, but that's cool. Okay.
Oh, I can't do it like that. I wonder if it'll just work to just do like
toaster strudel pastry sunset. That is the meaning of life. Is that so that we could bring those into existence and eat them? We can eat 42 of them. I don't know. It still doesn't seem goofy enough.
Doesn't seem goofy enough? Well, no, I'm going to have other ones come in doing similar.
If she's doing that, she needs to be shooting nonstop.
Oh, yeah, she's going to be shooting constantly.
Okay. Yes to cat or yes to toaster strudels? Oh. It's cat. Crazy antic time. That means. Because cats protected their grain stores from mice. Were very useful to ancient Egyptians.
No, so I want to have. I think I can just jump at this next shot to kind of show what I want to do here. So for this one, I'm going to get rid of the destroyers, the X-Wing, the TIE fighter is going to stop moving. The bolts I don't need. All these derpies can go away.
No.
Don't need that. Don't need those. Don't need those. Okay.
Oh, you got another beer.
I bought these. The Central Waters Brewing Company did a mocha frappe. It's kind of backwards, but mocha frappe Milk stout. It's an imperial milk stout with cocoa nibs, cinnamon, and coffee. It's imperial, but I think it's like 7%.
Is there any more of those?
Oh yeah, there's like 3 more, I think.
I might try one. Try one yet.
I doesn't have it in here, but if I remember right, it was like 7%, so it's like barely imperial, but it's still pretty good. But I can do the hydrate there. Cheers. What do you think Egyptians worship cats? I have no idea. I'm not an expert on Egyptians.
You didn't watch Saturday Night Live with what was it, Steve Martin doing the Egyptian? That's how you become an expert. So I've yet to ask today, how is everyone doing? Is everybody having a good time? Has Silver already disappeared back to playing Harry Potter? Because the quizzes are over now. She's like, I wanted to see if either of you were in Ravenclaw, and I see you are not. So I will take my leave.
Yeah, she doesn't care about us anymore. No. We're not in the same house.
No, she hates us now.
I think it's there that she's required to.
No, yeah, she's supposed to throw bags of shit at us. Yeah. Oh, you're still watching. Oh, he's still here.
Now you're giving her ideas.
Yeah, definitely gonna throw shit at us now.
You probably deserve it. Gryffindor and Hufflepuff.
Heck yeah. Can never get along. They made those houses constantly compete with each other in the movie, which really felt like Employee of the Month. Like, this house won this month. They get their plaque on the wall. Like, what does that even mean? It means nothing. A pizza party. It's like, oh, I hate them all. Because that was like the whole big premise in the movie is like 15 points to Gryffindor, negative 25 points to Hufflepuff because they suck. And like, it was very nice. Hufflepuff.
They put a lot of effort on competition and winning, but also being that a lot of them are being bred for basically war to a degree.
That was the accusation.
Yeah, which means I understand that they want to try to fight and put up competition.
They want to brainwash those children and turn them into warriors. It did seem like everything surrounded around competition. Like the entire structure of the school. Remember when this video was supposed to be a short?
Okay, Michael.
Petra's Farm.
Michael. She's like, she's like, meow, meow. And it's like, oh no, is it locked to her?
Oh yeah, you're way too closely zoomed in.
No, it's fine. I rotated the camera the wrong direction. Just want them to come in, Bryan Cranston, just run into the Huffle or the school. There we go. How's this? So it's pew 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 pew, and then she's like pew 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 pew.
Can a muffin be bouncing around in there? Kind of cool.
And I'll have the camera probably shake and whatever, but.
No, it makes sense, but it's definitely the opiate of the masses. It's like the point system is the opiate of the masses. It's to control them, keep them sedated.
Actually, I might.
The Empire is so cute. I agree, Nolan. The Empire is adorable. I want to join the Empire. Where do I sign?
I don't think you sign. I think you just. That's
Where
what you
do I
now.
sign? I want it in writing. I want to be part of this. I want to be the official booper of the Empire. Because these ponies need boops. They need to buy more lemon drops. Yes. Does the Empire have kittens? It just has ponies. So, kitty, is that not enough? I get you want kitties, but they got ponies. They got ponies. You can hug the ponies. Or they act like cats sometimes. They got little hooves. Well, like, yes, they do have pony cats. Ponies that act like cats. They do stretches and they want pets, but they're temperamental. But if you put a laser on the ground, they will chase it.
I think that might be a bit much. Yeah, for me, that gets disorienting to do that, so I'm gonna not do that. This is okay because everything's kind of stationary for the most part, but oh yeah, actually, I gotta double check. Okay, so I gotta back the camera off.
You gotta boop the pwn. It's just the law, or at least it is for bad pwns. You have to boot the bad pwns. That they will start eating if they don't get their boops. You must feed them mangoes and give them boops. E. Yes.
Okay, so I had to back it off for this shot. Okay, so now we need...
Wait, now you're making it sound like the rebels are good. It's clearly the Empire are good. Like, I never really got why the Empire was evil. Yes, they force people to like fight in wars, but there's a lot of countries like have like mandatory.
Well, they didn't really force people; they created people.
Oh, well, during the Clone Wars, yes, but after the Clone Wars, no. Like during this time period, like during the time of like the original 3 movies, they were all conscripts basically from different planets. That was what made it the Stormtroopers. That was cheaper than cloning. Like conscripts don't cost nothing. Voice impression, Mighty Mage Michael. Okay. I am an all-powerful wizard. Watch me do magical things. Look at that. I just turned that horse into a different horse. It looks like the same horse, but it's different. Be amazed at Mighty Mage Michael's magical powers. It's pretty impressive, I think. Were you impressed, Nolan?
Something.
I want you to clap. This.
Yes, nothing says success in life like clapping to yourself.
That horse was named Dave. Now this is a different horse named David. Aha! 2 different horses.
I know I'm an amazing person, for my mother told me so.
Yes. My mother said I was cool. It's pretty fantastic. Pew pew. All the ships. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then more ships.
Yep.
All the bonbons. We need Lyras. Where'd you guys get bonbons? Is that bonbon? Looks like Bonbon.
Bonbon for what?
In chat. No one has Bonbon. You gotta dehydrate.
So there's some left. And it's your soul cake. Okay, and we'll do. Oh, that's what we did. See, look, it's got multiple flying around.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just want one derpy not in a space fighter, just floating in space. Like, can you have a derpy just floating in space, just doing kickies?
I don't know if that quite fits the theme.
What do you mean? She's like got thrown out of her ship. She forgot her, or rather, she forgot her ship. She's just being hurtling through space. Oh, she's like, that's not a knife. This is a knife. It's like, no, Fluttershy, that's a sword. It's like, oh, what's a big knife? I don't know. Fluttershy knows.
I kind of want to still have all these other ships to
Yeah, they all need to be shooting. And maybe they can accidentally hit each other.
Okay, so with that first bolt, okay, so I thought about having some ships run into each other. We'll figure that out. I have another idea for a shot. All right, so there's the one bolt that's fired here. Ooh. And these are already locked. Okay, so I'm gonna move these two TIE fighters up. So now this fires.
It's after 8. I'm gonna go get one of those beers. They're all down. Oh, all downstairs.
In the fridge down here, yeah. They're still in its plastic thing, so they're easy to spot. One thing with the scale, though, I think I might make it more of an instant, because then the frame will look like this. I think it's a little better. We're gonna fix the base too. Okay. Flutter's very angry. Okay, now I can remember this. Okay, so the moment that it fires, which I'm going to say is right here. Actually, should this scaling be here then? Does that work? Yeah, it does. So we're actually going to move the scaling animation back one. Okay. So once it fires, we need to unlock, and then the root we're going to in. So it locks it to that position. Okay. And then, oh, I should have copied those instead, because now I'm gonna have the names be different. Okay, and we're gonna relock. So some of these are still gonna take a while, but this is actually a good bit less work than the other way I was gonna do it. Because these are all... Are these zero position? I didn't even think about that. I think we're good. I'm good about thinking ahead on some things, but apparently not on that one. It's locked to its position there, but its root is... Oh no. Oh, it's fine. It's the same there. Okay, yep, all right. I did do it right. Good. I thought I was gonna have to redo stuff. So we're gonna just delay this by 1-2 frames. Oh no, not like that though. It's like the whole thing. 1-2 frames. And then rename these. To those, okay. I'm gonna copy now.
Why is that pony exploding? Fidget? Pony shouldn't explode.
They probably have good reason. Are you gonna tell that horse they shouldn't? What if they're like, I really want to explode?
I will advise them against it, and maybe consider like
A life of
instead.
boobs.
She loves explosions, as long as she's not exploding. And no ponies are allowed to explode unless they like are stallions, and that's fine. Stallions can explode. Ponies don't need them. Wasted space. Good.
Okay, I don't even know why. Oh no, I need to keep the derpy in this one. I'm gonna put her under actors.
I felt like that pony who exploded just turned into Waluigi. Wah.
Okay, so that was the second. No, I just did the third, and so now I need to do the next one. Okay. I always want to zero these because you just never know. And then, so this one she goes pew, and I'm doing like 2 frames apart as their timing. I don't even check what the, I'm gonna do this one as 3 frames apart, just in case. Okay, and after this we'll unlock them and see how it looks. So this is
E.
1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's with the here.
You should probably put it at least one more rebel ship.
I know I'm working on it.
Okay.
I want to have a bunch of stuff happening in space, like different explosions everywhere, just to kind of like fill in. But I'm not too worried about that in the immediate. All right, so this is bolt 2 is not unlocked, so we're gonna go unlock, and then after the fire, boom. Oh wait, oh, I selected that wrong. That's the point of, yep, there's the point. Okay, Boom. So unlock. Got to go to here. In. Unlock. Wait, why is
Space boat?
oh, I think I did that one a little backwards, but it still ends up with the same result. So okay, and
Imagine like a dude in a rowboat just out in space, rolling his way through space.
there comes Derpy.
Could you just have Derpy fly in a rowboat through space? Just that's her spaceship. It's a boat.
Okay, so that's how the lizard looked on.
Yeah, that's good.
That actually looks pretty decent.
Though I kind of want her hitting that other space star, like fighter one.
Did that one coming in?
Yeah, that one coming in.
It would be way too quick.
A laser
I want
hit it and just shot it out.
I thought about having a shot like that, but I thought about instead having a shot from, because there's a hangar, and have them just like all running into each other
as they're going out of the hangar.
Yeah, or something like that. Or just have her like hit the forward and hit go backwards.
There's just a big. They just have one Derpy get in and go backwards. One Derpy go in, go backwards, and there's just a big pile of ships at the back of the hangar because they can't fly them right.
Yes, you got a voice impression.
Row, row, row your pony gently down the oops. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a poop. Row, row. Hey, let's try that again. Row, row, row your pony gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a poop. I think I did that good that time. I don't. What else rhymes with stream? Nothing rhymes with stream except dream. That's it. Beam? How does that work?
Cream.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the cream. Merrily, 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 merrily. Life is but a
meme.
There, you did it.
I'll go for you. Who, what, where, when, what? Centauri, M-I-N and high. It's we're doing Star Wars. I'll show you a sec. The full thing. I just gotta do these two.
I feel like the character in that game where you're just rhyming everything for me. I was going to get it.
That was
eventually.
funny. The writing in that game is so good.
Yeah, Space Ponies.
We've been playing lots of random, and the writing is. If I had to pick like the top 3 traits that are about it, like the art style is great, but I actually put that number 2 to the writing. The writing is just fantastic. It's just fun.
The art style I like. It's been done before, but I recognize that that's a hard art style to actually do.
Oh yeah.
Like, so hats off to him. But yeah, the writing's great.
Okay, and then there. Okay. So we're making a Star Wars kind of short, and so it's not going to look 100% right now because we're on a weird map that's not going to show this part correctly, but whatever. So, and then there we go. With the music, it's even better.
I did notice that some of the Derpies are missing their guns in that opening shot.
Oh no, they're missing it because it's out of the map.
Oh, okay.
So certain models just act wonky. Once it's actually in the correct one for doing it, it'll be fine. So yes.
So cute.
So it's just we're doing random derpy chaos. No, I'll just figure out some lights later. Oh yeah, let's pause the music then. Oh, that derpy kind of stops spinning. Here, she needs to keep spinning. That's this one. Oh yeah, definitely needs to keep spinning. It keeps getting better. It does. I haven't even finished the other one technically. If I had to take a guess, the Pinky video is probably going to be another week before I can get it done. I have to render like.
You're struggling with that one.
No, it's just there's a lot of time like getting all the audio. I have to go through the bits, then figure out like what audio works here. And the problem with like very spooky things is there's parts where there's no audio. But I can't just, like, if she puts a hoof down in a spooky film, you need to be able to hear minute sounds for that, like, ASMR, like, creepy effect. And so when she goes to do anything, I have to add an effect in the silence. So I have to, it's taking a little extra work to do that. But then, like, when she goes to push the books off the shelf, I can't find any audio that sounds the way I want it to.
Yeah.
So I'm actually going to, I have one of my other audio things. They're actually made for doing surround audio for sound effects. It's, I actually brought it for conventions, but it works well for that. I'm just going to put a bunch of books on a shelf and just push them off myself just to record the sound. Because I think that would actually be the best way to do it, is do like a sound effect guy does. I just never really do it because Source has so much stuff.
I mean, I guess, but you're going to mess up some books. You're going to bend spines. Twilight's going to be very upset with you.
It's for science.
Better not use any pony books. Those are good books. Use those trash Expanse books you got.
No, because I would want to use hardcover. Hardcover aren't going to be damaged as much.
They're gonna mess up pony books.
And I'm more looking for not the impact of books on the floor. No, I don't even need that sound. It's the sound of books sliding. I can't find any sound that has this sound effect of sliding things across the surface that matches what I want. I just can't find it. So I just want to put books on a surface and slide them. And the sound of books dropping, I can just do impact sounds. I'm not too worried about that.
Need to animate a video that'll make people cry.
I already did.
You need to do another one.
I do. After we're done with this short, I have about 4 ideas for videos. Some of them are old ideas, and other ones are newer. The thing is, they are using copyrighted music, which normally I've been trying to stay away from, but a lot of the better ideas I have right now kind of require certain ones, so I'm going to just allow one to slide, but it also means it's going to be a lot of work for a demonetized video. So
I have an idea for a video that'll make people cry and won't use like copyrighted music.
The alarms in the cockpit. Yeah, I don't think
drag him across the floor.
I'm not gonna.
You're gonna drag me across the floor? That doesn't sound very nice.
Make your own, lay books on the floor, lay Michael on top of them, and drag him across the floor. Yeah, it's just I tried to find dragging sound effects. We're not even dragging, but push or sliding. I just couldn't find anything. A lot of the video games, they have sound effects, but those kind of sound effects are usually built into a scene that are already incorporated with a bunch of other sounds. Because there's not many games where you just slide something. It's usually a much more aggressive action, especially for looking at Source games, which are more like older games where like there's not much of those nuanced motions. So in cutscenes, they are definitely around, but
there is one concept that you could make that would definitely make people cry. If you did Applejack's parents' death.
Actually, there is one that's related.
You want to do Applejack's parents' death?
No, it would be. It was something in regards to Applejack's mom. I had a video idea for. Not the Bring Out Your Dead thing.
No, that would be funny though.
But I do want to do another one that's not
dead.
just comedy. But the problem is the ones that aren't comedy normally take a lot of time, and if I use copyrighted audio, it means that it's going to be a video that will be
likely demonetized.
It will be demonetized.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a ton of work with the return on it would be almost nothing for the time.
I mean, if you use 15 AI for the voices and the
it wouldn't be any
Bring Out
voice.
Your Dead.
No, that one?
Yeah.
It would be really hard to get that nuance correct.
Take a couple
but
tries.
a lot of the AI, there's models out there now. You can download it, train it yourself, and do it.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of work.
No, not really.
No.
If you want to look up the information, you could probably get it done faster than 15 AI would. And graphics cards can do AI stuff now. A lot of the programs just do it. So you can, if you need to do AI stuff, there was one I just listened to recently with like just not even a minute of footage. They were able to almost very, very closely represent somebody's voice, just with under a minute. So
It's kind of crazy.
yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. Just go do it yourself. Train the model specifically for one thing. Then you can have DERPY anytime you want. You can replace the voice on your Google Home.
Actually, I was thinking about how they got the 15 AI with DERPY. It's still under development. Yeah, I know. They got the AI that replicates what DERPY would say, and then they have the replication for DERPY's voice. Why can't I just have DERPY now? Why can't I just be able to like use my Google Home to talk to DERPY?
Because you're asking somebody else to make you something. If you want it, make it.
No, like
The tools are out there. Do it.
they're not.
Yes, they are.
Like, not really.
No, they are. They are 100% out there. ChatGPT's model,
Yeah.
you can get that.
You can just have that.
Almost every other AI chat program out there is using the ChatGPT model as its base.
Yeah.
And then it's just modifications to that. But for a voice one, it's literally the same model. You just train it.
You do realize you'd never see me again, right? I would just be in my room talking to DERPY.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as you pay rent.
I feel like you're asking a lot.
I mean, if you're not leaving, you're not making money. And then that does kind of make that hard too. But
Can't you just like take care of me so I can talk to DERPY?
no.
So demanding. Start coding, make a DERPY. If I build the DERPY, she will come. No. She will arrive. And I just want to feed DERPY. I want to feed data. I haven't looked at any of that stuff. Like, yeah, the 15 AI, the voices. That's cool. And I know the other thing exists, but I haven't even looked at it. I'm just waiting till this AI stuff can just automatically animate things.
No. Things are moving fast. That is a much hard. It's already taking all the images you see are multiple iterations to get that one image. Mm-hmm. Animation would mean that you would have to have it figure out how to collectively make each piece bit good, like each thing to build a story.
But if they use 3D models, they can just determine how they should move.
Yeah, but you train it how to move by just watching other things.
Yeah.
But then how do you tell it what is the model? You give it the model?
Yeah.
Well, then where does the model come from? A different AI? So there's animation I see being a while. I know 15 AI is its own model or its own algorithm. But there are other ones out there that are now just as good or better. It was ahead of its time at the time, but then it was shut down for the majority of the time too. So
like half a year at this point.
Other people had popped up with, when it pops back up, I wouldn't be surprised if sometime in the next 3 to 6 months somebody comes out with one that is as good or better, just because it's moving so fast. It's a market that is super hot right now.
I wonder
so
if there's
these...
a video online to figure out how to take her apart properly. Like one of those cell phone videos you can watch, but like, how do I take this cell phone apart? Like, just somebody, like, how do I disassemble Princess Celestia?
All those little holes in the side.
That's where the screws are.
Yeah.
It's about getting a pry tool and just opening them. This, I think, is glued on though, so that could be a problem.
What is glued on?
The necklace. I think they got it glued on there. And if I use the heat gun, I could damage the plastic or warp the plastic. Careful.
It's $4.
No, I don't want to break it. I want it to scream obscenities.
I don't know if it's glued. A lot of the stuff, like gluing, involves like a chemical that they usually don't use. I could see him clipping it on.
Yes.
It might snap on, but normally snapping has a little bit of give. This doesn't have any give.
It has zero give.
Celestia, take off your clothes.
Get nude.
Get nude.
You know, Celestia. Hold her like this. She's more stable.
Lewd. She won't do it.
She won't get nude.
There's how about this one in the background? It's like
dude.
Michael.
Yeah. And just gonna get the other ship shooting. Oh, okay, the other ships are shooting. At least that one over there.
No, this one's not shooting. If this one shoots, if it shoots right now, oops. It's shooting at them.
Yeah.
So I don't want to do that. I might not have that one shoot at all.
I want one pony and a rowboat.
If I have that one shoot, I want to make sure that what this ship is doing is very obvious. Like this one back here is shooting too. But if I have too much other fire that can be misinterpreted as coming from this ship, it gets confusing. I do like the idea of adding in some bolts that are red. Is the what color are the rebels? They're red, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they shoot red ones. I think you're correct. The lightsabers are normally blue, but the lasers are red. Yeah, it's a very bloody hand. What? There's the clip of the original one.
Yeah, this is going to be the one I'm looking for.
Just zoom forward.
Okay, orange.
It's almost orange, yeah.
Yeah, because this is definitely red.
Yeah, the lasers are orange.
So that's definitely orange. Huh, okay.
There you go.
Well, I need to have another X-Wing. But again, I can't put too many of them doing things fancy. I plan to just do... Oh, where'd you go? There you are. Like we're just gonna put this ship way over here. You're out of the visual range, aren't you? Oh my god, is it actually outside? Being there? Where are you?
FOV equals fish.
Yep, there we go. It was just too high. This map is nice, but it's vertical. Sucks. I am very restricted on what I can do from that standpoint. Okay, so this is the root. There we go. All right, we're all good. I needed to make sure it was correctly attributed. So, because if this is as high as I can get it right here, and it gets out of map right there, oh, that's really rough. The ship is getting away with it because it is, its main portion is still on the map. The only thing I can think of is either moving things further away. I can't move them down any further because I'm already at the top. You could try to turn everything sideways to try to take advantage of some of the dead area, but how far down can I go?
How low can you go?
Okay, so there's the pop right there. Actually, wait. I forgot these walls I have set up are for this purpose. Actually, oh, it must have a piece just outside. So basically the lowest I can get it is about there, and the highest I can get it is about there.
Not a whole lot of wiggle room. Not a whole lot of wiggle room for those giant ships.
No, I could shrink the destroyer to kind of make it fit better, but
the proportions would look off. I like that bottom bay. That ships are supposed to be able to come out of that, so an X-wing should be able to fit in that bottom bay.
The X-wing should be able to fit, like probably 50 X-wings could fit in that bay.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about perspective in that regard. I'm more worried about just being able to have some kind of a fight in the background. But
oh, I figured her out. I figured out that she needs to be ripped apart so that I can rebuild her in my image.
For now, all I'm going to do is I'm gonna rotate that to 0 again. Okay. I'm just going to have this flying forward. All these other ships that are going in the background, I'm not going to plan to have them do anything other than just fly in a straight direction. You put a whole bunch of them flying in straight directions, and you're going to have everything looking like chaos anyway. Oh, that's way too fast. So too fast. Okay, can you see it in the background there for this? Yes.
You know, I think that's the one thing that Rogue One did better than any of the other new Star Wars films, is that there were a lot more starfighter battles. Like, some of the films had big ship battles, but there weren't a whole lot of small ship fights. Not that I remember, anyway. I know there were small ships, but I don't know if there was a lot of scenes of them fighting.
I think I'm just going to take this ship and just rotate it a little bit. It just makes it feel more dynamic in the background there. Yeah. Okay, so this is X-Wing 1. I saw Rogue One in the at a thrift store. I almost bought it, but I ended up not, because it was definitely like from a rental store that was made specifically for rental stores. It was a really awkward case and with a disc that was pre-printed with like to be a rental.
You don't care like what the disc looks like. You're gonna load it up to the Plex and they're gonna be done with it.
It looked like I was unsure of it. Like it didn't look like a normal DVD. I've had a couple that I've looked like. Actually, I had one of them that I opened it up and it was literally just a DVD-R. And it just had it written on it.
Did you still put it on the Plex?
No, I didn't buy it.
Oh,
I'm not gonna buy a movie that's on DVD-R. I don't even know if it's the correct movie. Then,
true.
I'm not gonna pay $2 for a burn. I might as well just go download it then. I don't actually own it then.
I remember there was a time my dad was really excited. He knew a guy that could get him all the newest movies for super cheap, like $1 a piece. And he kept bringing home all these movies that were on DVRs, and they were so badly ripped onto the discs. Some of them were nearly unwatchable. But he kept buying them. They all basically went to waste. Because whoever was ripping them onto the DVDs didn't know what they were doing.
Well, technology's changed a lot. Like the software that's out there now, basically DVDs are easy. If you can rip DVDs without issue and without too much quality. Actually, it's not even a quality degradation in any way. It's literally the same quality that it was at, because it's not just a rip. It is literally, well, I guess in a way it's a rip. It's just taking the actual 1-to-1 bits out. So it's exactly what the DVD had. They're larger file size for sure, but I have tried compressing some, and the cartoons I can notice a difference because you got a lot more flatter textures, so you get a little bit more of the blockiness. But you can set the encoder to be on a profile for animation, and it actually better handles those areas. It's a little bit bigger file size though. DVR. Well, it wasn't. I wasn't buying the movie from like a news store. I was buying it from a thrift place. Like if you go to a pawn shop to sell DVDs to them, they are particular on certain aspects. Like if you have a season of content, they will not take it unless it has the original sleeve. So if it's like 3 slim cases and you only have slim cases, not the original sleeve for it, they won't take it. They're very particular. A thrift store, if you give them an empty case, they'll probably put it on the shelf because they don't care. They're just taking whatever you give them and throwing them out there. So
yeah, I don't care. It's all for charity. Nobody's gonna give them too much crap.
I remember a guy who set up a stand at a flea market and sold bootleg DVDs and music. All the covers were badly photocopied. The copies themselves are actually good quality though. Yeah, I could rip a DVD right now and make a DVD with that. It basically would be indistinguishable from the original. That's not difficult to do anymore. Yeah, it's just very illegal to do that.
Yeah. Don't do it. Don't do that thing. Are you doing like that? Never done. What was that weird out? It was like people in Australia because they couldn't get his new movie for a while. He was basically hinting at them torrenting it, like, I don't know, torrents got my tongue. Kind of. It was funny. That guy's great. Like, well, I still haven't seen that movie. I need to watch it.
Totally haven't ripped discs. I used to do it a lot more. I used to do a lot of torrents and stuff.
I definitely don't have a copy of Ernest Scared Stupid on a ripped DVD up in my
I had gotten rid of all my ripped everything except 2 movies because there were just 2 movies that I just really liked and I couldn't get rid of them. But now I actually found actual copies from the thrift store, so now I've gotten rid of those. And almost all music that I had ripped was from CDs I owned, and that is okay. You are allowed to do that. Within restriction, which normally they're still kind of breaching, but it works.
You're criminal. You wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't beat up an old lady. You wouldn't break into the National Archives and steal the Declaration of Independence because you're not Nicolas Cage. Only Nicolas Cage is allowed to do that. So why would you steal a movie?
Like they're like, we have a break in it though. With the Constitution, they're running. They're like, like freeze! Oh wait, it's Nicolas Cage. Ah, all right.
Yeah,
Have a good day, sir.
He's allowed. He's allowed to take the Declaration. It's been established.
Who determined that? 21st Century Fox.
Yes.
Oh,
They are the experts.
okay. That's not how bolts are fired.
Are you sure? That would definitely sort of make like terrify an enemy. It's like, crap, they got upward fire and lasers. Didn't see that coming.
I can't actually do a full bend of this. Like, I have to...
It seems like a huge oversight not to have backwards firing lasers on those things.
Well, you know what doesn't make any sense to me is they have the fancy computers to just basically determine everything for them.
I mean, the R2-D2s?
Yeah, but apparently they just don't use them. Like, if they're supposed to be doing the firing, these are fixed guns on this, which means that the controls for that R2-D2 has to actually move the ship and target by timing. Why don't you just add a swivel weapon on there? I mean, it looks cool, but it really doesn't make any sense.
All those electric motors, man. That costs money.
I'm assuming that this is what they fire from.
Yeah, that's correct. The lasers are.
Because I have to be kind of goofy on getting this straight.
Like, you know what? I love the game Satisfactory in part because I hope that's what the future is. Like, just people putting down a bunch of robots and then they just build everything we ever need. None of us have to work again.
So you want 40K?
No, because they're mad.
No, but that's that's how that world started.
Yeah, but it seems like
the golden age of man was where fabricators made everything you wanted.
Yeah.
And then even the machines that were made to build that were getting too busy, so they made its own race of machines to help them.
Yeah. But then everybody got like really angry for some reason and started murdering everybody else. I don't want that part. Like, can we not have all the murder? Can we just have like ice cream cakes on demand? For free. That's the feature I want.
Okay, I'm gonna have to actually zero the scale here because otherwise this doesn't work. So okay, and now we need to make this orange, right?
Correct.
We still have it up.
It's a solid orange.
Yeah, but I want to try to get the right orange. Okay, so that's what it is. The ships shoot in red.
Oh, yeah. And they shoot orange.
I was trying to... That is closer to red, though.
You think it's closer to red than orange?
It's
Well, this is the original. When the if you look at the
yeah, but the original is what I'm going off of. I'm not going to go off of the remake crap.
Yeah, I agree.
What made the first one great was the graphics at the time, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna remaster it and redo all the graphics. You're getting rid of the best part. Stupid.
Yeah.
See, like that. No,
George Lucas was out of his mind when he. You know, the original Star Wars never got released on Blu-ray. They only did the remake on Blu-ray.
But see, that doesn't make any sense to me because I don't even think the original was on. Was it recorded on film or? It
was recorded on film.
So I mean, they could kind of upscale it, but the problem is that you can upscale it, but the graphics don't upscale. It was probably all converted to a medium that wasn't upscalable.
They did do a complete digital remaster, like they painstakingly.
Yeah, but the recordings of all the ships was that on film?
Yeah.
Are they going to redo all the effects for that in the original method?
They redid a lot of them in digital.
Yeah, they're doing it in digital because it's just it's the cheaper option. I want to see. So if it's on Blu-ray, it's going to be either taken from film or an upscaled version. It doesn't make any sense. That's why, like, a lot of the movies I'm picking up on DVD because it doesn't matter. was recorded at a time where you're watching it how it was intended. It may not be crisp quality, but that was kind of the way it was supposed to be. Sometimes maybe some of those shouldn't be watched in that way. Ow. If a movie was recorded like after, I would say at least 2005, but I would say probably 2010, then the Blu-rays or copies are going to be pretty good. Before 2010, it just literally doesn't matter.
Yeah, the movie Heavy Metal was kind of, when I was a kid, I was aware of it, but I didn't think I watched it until I was at least in my late teens where I saw Heavy Metal for the first time. And it was definitely on the internet back when the internet was still very new. I'm trying, like, Heavy Metal was, it's not a good film. It just had nudity in it, and that was a big deal in like the 80s and 90s when, because like before the internet, pornography was super hard to find. So that movie, that's legit the only reason that movie gained any notoriety. It was a product of its time. And it had a few big actors in it.
I didn't know you could do that. You could do tint with a single value? Well, it shows me what I need, so I'm going to do 45, 55, 50. Okay.
That's still very red. Yeah, I feel like it needs a bit of orange.
It's going to be kind of hard to add orange because the base is... Okay, I can. The base is pure red. So trying to reduce the red is... It's close.
It's close.
I still need a bit more red.
I think that's about as
this is much.
It's like a very hard orange in the center with a very thick red outline.
No, so that would be like so it's going to be hard to do because you're using self-illumination, and self-illumination, the only way I could do something like that is if I did that. Is by doing a pure color. Anytime I do anything other than a pure color, like I might be able to do.
Ooh.
But that's too yellow or too orange. Well, how about I look from a distance?
From a distance, it looks pretty good.
I'm gonna. I think it looks okay. I'm going to dim it a bit though. Glowing is a weird effect in SFM that it from a distance it will just start it'll be too much. So I'm just going to try to reduce it. Let's decrease the red a little bit more.
If anything, if you can increase the red outline, but I don't know if that's the option.
It's only red. The center is one color, and then as it's falling off, it's picking up the other colors. The middle is always going to be exactly the color value that I'm looking for, and then it's going to fall off and do another one. It's kind of goofy. Because like right now it's there, but it's still to me too, it stands out too much from a distance.
I see.
That's a little better.
Yeah, I do like that. It looks good from a distance. It looks real good from a distance. Getting a message.
Confirmation podcast tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah,
noted.
For those that we had a schedule conflict last minute on
for Monday.
For this would be all right. For Monday, yeah. So we had to cancel. But we'll do it Wednesday.
I'll have to let my friends know. We'll have to hold off our game.
What one of them is already knows because he's there.
He will be there. But he leaves me to tell them because they are my friends, and he knows them. He knows them pretty well at this point. We played Divinity together. I was actually surprised he kept wanting to play games with us after Divinity, because that Divinity game got rough towards the end.
I think if there's a game that I'm looking forward to for streaming,
it's Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also dreading it.
Why?
Because of Gloomhaven.
No, this is a very different game in that regard.
Yes, I know.
Gloomhaven, I think, was fun. It just wasn't really a stream game, I think.
It was fun, but, well, you know.
Well, like, when you're, like, over there playing other games at the same time.
What choice did we have to maintain our sanity?
Yeah, so that's why I said it just wasn't a stream game.
No.
But I do want to go back and play that. I actually think that that would be a game that would... It's interesting on the video game side of it, but I would think that it would be more fun as the actual board game. Yeah. It would probably take even longer, and resetting that one would suck. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot more fun, I think, for playing the cards and all that. But that is a game, I think they say that the best way to set it up is to do it once, or find a table you're never going to use again. Do it once and never use that table again.
That means you're not playing any other games either.
Yeah, and
for a while.
That game is a long game. We saw some people at Fantasy Flight that were playing it.
Hello, Sir Edward. How are we doing today? Looks like you're coming in the final moments. It's good to see you. We were talking about this Celestia. Look at her. I'm gonna make her say words like poop and for sizzle.
Are you gonna use like an AI to make her say the words, or?
Well, she'll activate the exact same way. She's just gonna say random stuff, but I will decide what those things will be. I want to know if there's a limit. And like, so suddenly you're like, okay. And at one point she'll just start repeating all of Moby Dick. If I can get her to sing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and this is a story all about how my life got turned.
You got to find a pony
upside
version
down.
Of it.
Yeah, there is a pony version of it.
There you go.
Because of that one promo they did back when Pony was cool. Pony's still cool, but not because the people who make it anymore. I said it. I like the characters from G5, and Misty is even cool. I do like Misty. You don't know who Misty is.
I know who she is, but not like really know.
She's essentially the element of kindness, I think, if I was to place her.
The nice thing too with this is I don't have to unlock these ones because all these ships are going in a straight line. Another thing about it, I just made this one fire a bunch of stuff, but you can't actually see it because it's behind the ship. Because this, if I do it here, then yes, we can see it because of this.
It is a Celestia toy.
Yes, you're.
Hold up, Celestia. Celeste. You got it. You got it at a thrift store today for $4. And I'm gonna tear it apart and hopefully be able to put it back together.
Yeah, I was at the thrift store, and it's in pretty primo condition.
Yeah, it's pretty great.
If you need I have a little toolkit that's.
I'm gonna need some very small tools.
Well, no, it has little flat metal pieces on it for like opening up cell phones.
Oh, I have some of those too.
Yeah, I think those would work.
Yeah. I'm gonna be right back. At the end of this room.
I'm just gonna grab those for not having I still have to like grab the locks from these for the ship, but still it's not that bad compared to some of the others. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, and then we'll just move timing. So when does this one want to fire? We'll do a little bit later. And then we'll delay each of these like an extra 1. So this is not the same. Actually, I think this one shows up earlier. I might have it shoot like a little bit earlier. Dehydrate. I'm gonna do that. Choose Nate. It's the last dehydrate for the night because I'm out. I don't want to pop them another.
Yes, considering the stream officially ended a minute ago, probably the best. But I need to drink my drink.
More. No. Even if you put it, I'm not doing it because I'm not going to pop open another. I actually want to try to figure out some of the audio stuff. Oh, I might take a break for a little bit. Today was I had a
fun day.
Tuesday, every other Tuesday, I have a meeting at work that I have to prepare for, and I had all the stuff I had to do beforehand, and then something in the middle of it, and then I forgot all this extra stuff they wanted, and so I was bum rushing to get it done in time. So it's been a really busy day, and I had to run back into the office for the meeting. So
and you still had enough time to buy this thing. You are an impressive person.
I don't, my notepad at work, I always have like a notepad for taking notes. It's completely out. I've been using every piece of blank page that I've had on every page possible. And so I went to a couple thrift stores the other day to try to find a notepad because you can get it for like $2.
You can go to like an office supply store. You know that, right?
Yeah, that's going to cost me $5 or $6.
Okay.
So if I'm already at the place, I thought, and so, but the, if I take one way home, like the thrift store is literally a right turn and a right turn back out to get out, literally on the way home. So I just stopped in there to take a look, and that's where I found that. So, but no, so this is looking good. If you
like one of those space,
if you ignore the
on those space,
yeah, the breaking of stuff. I think I might need to cut Derpy off a little bit on this shot.
No.
Oh, no, it's just going to go to more Derpy.
It better go more Derpy.
I think, like, at least cut off, like, a half second here.
No.
I love this idea so much. It's so stupid. Okay, so now that we've added all the chaos in the background a little bit anyway, it's definitely looking more like a battle. I'm liking this. I definitely need to get like the actual ships doing like their rapid fire red ones through the air. Go. Brrr. Oh, those are gonna suck. Every one of those bolts has to be done separate.
Or you can just not do them.
I want chaos. It needs to be absolute chaos.
But you don't want it so busy that it hurts your eyes.
Yes.
I thought we talked about this.
I don't care about your eyes. They're special eyes.
Special eyes.
Stormtrooper aim taken literally. That's the idea behind it. Is, but I want to. I don't know if I want to have it be like she's actually hitting things or not. I kind of like the idea of they're absolutely doing nothing. But anyway, we're gonna be good for now. Let's see who else is on right now. Oh, well, Adam's streaming. Well, I don't know how much longer he's going to be streaming.
He'll stream way longer if you give him people to watch him.
Yeah, we can send him over there, and then he'll leave us alone.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, well, he's playing Genshin.
That's all he does.
It's not Genshin.
A card game? Is it Genshin? I have no idea.
No, I have no idea. Maybe it is. Let's head over to Adam. What's something that would really annoy Adam? Actually, we were wondering.
Ask him if he plays basketball.
We were wondering if how the stream would work for us both streaming at the same time, and apparently fine. So
yeah,
that is Genshin. Okay, I have no idea.
Yeah.
No, what's something that would annoy?
Everybody asks.
Mention. Yeah. It's, okay.
Say dubbed anime is better.
So dub is great than sub. That's what you gotta do. Just put exactly that. It's dub is greater than sub.
It's accurate
because
it'll piss him off.
It'll piss him off so much. All right. All right. We'll head over there. Okay. That's a very Adam pose too.
It's very Adam.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Let me go to Kitty. Where's my kitty? There's my kitty. We'll be back on Friday for more animation work and podcast tomorrow. So if anybody's a supporter and wants to listen in, we'll be doing that in the evening Central Time. If you want to participate in Jackbox, we're doing that on Saturday, and some more Lost on Random on Sunday. So thank you to Sunset and Sir Edward for moderating. Thank you guys very much. That scared me, actually. All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
I'm waiting to hear him.